Hello, Dimsdale. I'm Jet You Betcha with today's editorial, which technically makes it a Jetatorial. Australian investigators released a video showing a skydiver whose reserve parachute became tangled on a plane's tail at 15,000 feet. Adrian Ferguson's ripcord snagged on a wing flap as he exited a Cessna Caravan for a planned formation jump, causing his reserve chute to deploy prematurely and yank him into the aircraft's tail. Dangling from the tangled lines, he used a hook knife to cut himself free, suffering minor leg injuries. He then deployed his main chute, which worked despite entanglement with torn reserve lines. The pilot, still airborne with two skydivers, and part of the chute stuck on the tail, issued a mayday, but ultimately landed safely. Investigators noted hook knives can be life-saving. In other developments, a multi-state scam targeting women healthcare workers was traced to an inmate in Georgia's Calhoun State Prison who used drones to smuggle phones and run a fraudulent call center. The scheme stole over $500,000 from victims in Iowa. Officials say drones now pose a major and growing security threat, with organized crime groups and cartels using them to deliver drugs, weapons, and electronics into prisons. Georgia authorities report drone drops as a daily occurrence, with some devices capable of flying 100 miles and carrying heavy payloads. Despite detection systems, prisons currently lack the legal authority to disable incoming drones. Congress is considering granting that mitigation power through the National Defense Authorization Act. In another update, a California tourist was stabbed multiple times Thursday afternoon inside the Macy's Herald Square store in New York City, according to police. Authorities say Carrie Aherney, 43 of Massachusetts, attacked the woman from behind while the victim was changing her infant's diaper in a 7th-floor restroom. The baby was unharmed, and the victim was taken to Bellevue Hospital in stable condition. The woman's husband, who also works in law enforcement, disarmed Ahern and restrained her until police arrived. Officials say the attack appears unprovoked. Ahern faces charges including attempted murder, assault, weapon possession, and child endangerment, and is expected in court on Friday. Macy's expressed sadness over the incident and deferred further questions to authorities. In other developments, Lululemon announced that CEO Calvin McDonald will step down on January 31st, with plans to remain as a senior advisor through March 2026. Board Chair Marty Morfitt will immediately become executive chair to support the transition, while CFO Megan Frank and CCO Andre Maestrini will serve as interim co-CEOs. The move comes as the company faces slowing U.S. sales, rising costs, and stronger competition in the athleisure market. Third quarter results showed a 2% revenue decline in the Americas, a 33% international increase, and a 13% drop in profit. Analysts cite weakened demand, tougher rivals, and internal challenges. Shares rose over 10% after hours following the announcement. From all of us here, stay classy, Dimsdale.